Imelda, you there?
Hi, Paul. How are you doing?
Fine.
How is the preparation for your wedding coming on? I'm sure you are excited about tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the best day of my life. I just can't wait for it to be here. So many dignitaries will be there. A lot of millionaires as well. I am psyched.
I'm happy for you.
You should be. After all, I'm doing what you and Ryan couldn't do.
What do you mean?
Come on, hanging out with the richest of the rich? You and Ryan could never have imagined that, could you?
You shouldn't talk about your brother that way, Paul. It's disrespectful.
Anyway, that's not the reason I'm in your DM. Hope you have the gift money for tomorrow.
I've told you. We're the ones to decide. You don't get to tell us what to get for you.
Actually, I do. It's my wedding and I get to receive the kind of gifts I want. Come on, I'm even doing you guys a favor by inviting you. Do you even know what it is to rub shoulders with the richest men in society?
Seriously, Paul?
Of course, I don't expect you to understand. How do you even cope being married to a poor mechanic who spends way too much time tinkering with spoiled cars? Does my brother return home with dirty hands and stinky clothes?
OMG, your brother is a certified engineer. How can you speak that way about him? Have you forgotten he was the one who put you through college?
Oh, please, is that supposed to make me feel bad? I won't. Let's just face it, Imelda. There is nothing you and Ryan have to offer me at the wedding tomorrow. That is why I'm insisting on a cash gift from you. And it must be something substantial or there will be trouble.
You're the worst, you know. I really wonder how my husband has been able to put up with you through all these years.
Whatever, just make sure you have the money for tomorrow, okay?
What if we don't?
That is the lamest question I've ever heard in my entire life. You don't have a choice. If you have to leave early to get to the bank on time, please do it. You should be happy you and my broke brother will be at my luxury wedding. Imelda? Are you ignoring me? Is that what broke people do? You really need to talk to Imelda. What's gotten over her? She said you guys aren't bringing any gift. Are you guys that broke? You could have asked your younger brother for some money, not like I would give it to you though. I'm sure you got on her nerves. She didn't mean that. We'll come with a gift. Don't forget, it should be $3,000. I could have asked for more, but I know you can't afford it. We don't have that right now. I invested a lot in my business recently. We'll come with $2,000 and give you the rest later. What? Borrow money if you have to. It's your younger brother's wedding. Make me happy. We'll try. Don't try. Make it happen. You know what? Don't bother coming to the wedding if you don't have the full money. You're gonna hate yourself if you do. I am out of your DM.
Honey, you there? Honey, we need to talk.
Hey, baby, you seem worked up. What's the matter?
It's your brother. We chatted this morning and he kept demanding gifts. He just called me now screaming on the phone to come with his gift.
I'm so sorry about that. Can we talk more about it when I return from work?
I just want to let you know that I'm canceling the trip to your brother's wedding.
Why would you do that?
His rudeness and ingratitude is becoming unbearable. How do you even cope with him?
Come on, he's my baby brother. We have to be patient with him. You know we had it rough growing up.
You also had it rough growing up, but you are nothing like him. You are responsible for who he is today, and he doesn't even show an iota of gratitude. I remember clearly how you had to work days and nights just to see him through college. He is the reason you dropped out of college and took up the job at the automobile shop, and yet he doesn't appreciate you.
Come on, everything worked out pretty well in the end, right? Both for him and for me.
That's not the point. He just needs to be more respectful.
Let's just forgive him, honey. No need to boycott the wedding. It's his day. Let him enjoy it. He can do whatever he wants.
You're too soft on him.
What can I do? He's my baby brother.
If you say so.
Thanks, baby. I love you.
Love you too, honey.
Hey, Imelda, are you online? Imelda, don't you work or something? Why are you still sleeping?
Do you know it's barely 5 in the morning?
You're a worker. You need to show up to work early so you don't lose your miserable job.
I'm not in the mood for all this right now. Besides, have you forgotten it's your wedding today?
Of course, how could I forget? That's also why I'm in your DM.
What is it?
Do you have the money ready?
Seriously? Are you for real? That is what really matters to you at this time?
How on earth is me asking that I get a gift at my wedding out of place?
You just keep on asking and asking. But then answer this. When last did you do something for your brother? All you do now is insult him and try to bring him down. Don't you ever get tired?
Is this your weak defense? Just say that you can't afford a gift. You don't have to be so rude about it. My brother made the biggest mistake by marrying you.
You know what? I'm done. Don't expect any gift from us, whether monetary or otherwise.
You wouldn't dare.
Believe me when I tell you this, you're not getting a dime.
And what does my brother have to say about this?
He's my husband. If I tell him not to give you any money, he won't.
So, this is how you want to go about it.
You caused it.
Don't you dare give me that. Now I know just how poor and wretched you guys are, resorting to such tricks just so you don't get me a gift.
I'm done with this conversation.
I'm not done. I need my gift, Imelda. Imelda?
Honey, where are you? Please talk to me. Ryan, are you okay? Where are you?
I'm sorry, babe. I'm here.
Where are you? Do you know how worried I was?
I'm at a bar not too far from home. I just needed to clear out my head after the madness that happened today.
Oh, baby, I understand. I'm so sorry.
You don't need to apologize. You were not the one who kicked us out of the wedding. Jeez, I've never been so embarrassed in my life. You've been warning me about Paul, but I didn't listen to you. I felt so humiliated.
I didn't think he could ever kick us out just because we gave him $2,000.
The worst part is, he did it in front of everyone. Many of the guests were my customers, and he just embarrassed me in front of all of them. How could he call me poor and dirty? If it weren't for me, the business that causes him to raise his shoulders would never have even gotten off the ground. He almost spat on me, save for the guests. I didn't know he hated me that much.
It's his loss.
Maybe it's time to heed your advice. I don't think I want anything to do with him anymore.
Are you sure?
As of this moment, I have no brother. Anyone who will do such a thing to me and think of me in such a manner can never be my brother.
Okay, as you wish, my love. Can you come home now? Please?
Okay then, let me just finish this drink.
No, please come back right now.
Okay, fine. I'll be there. Imelda, are you there? Imelda, answer me this instant.
The audacity! What makes you think you have a right to message me after the humiliation you subjected us to yesterday?
Oh, please, for all I care, it was all part of your plan to ruin my day.
I don't know what you mean by that, but don't contact me ever again.
Not so fast. I need to speak to my brother.
What brother?
What do you mean? I need to speak to Ryan.
Oh, my husband. You must be mistaken. My husband doesn't have a brother.
Are you nuts? Give the phone to my brother, girl.
After what you did yesterday, what were you expecting? But it wasn't just about yesterday, and you know it. It's been a long time coming, and yesterday was just the last straw for him.
You guys are pulling this on me now, after ruining my wedding yesterday?
What are you talking about? You kicked us out. How did we ruin it?
Stop playing dumb. I know it was all part of your plan.
Plan? What are you talking about?
After you left yesterday, you just about took everyone with you.
What are you talking about? And please use the correct words. We didn't leave. You called us poor and wretched and then kicked us out. I can refresh your memory if you're having trouble remembering.
I know all that. Well, after you guys left, more than 70% of my guests walked out with you. They were the millionaires and the wealthiest in the society. How could they leave because I kicked out ordinary people like you and my brother?
Oh, I get it now. LOL.
It's not funny, stupid.
Of course it is. You got so busy putting your brother down and insulting him that you didn't take out time to really know things about him.
What? You want to tell me he's secretly a millionaire? Oh, please. He doesn't look like one.
Your brother may not be as wealthy as those men, but all of them are his friends. He's the best automobile engineer in the city. Everyone wants him to fix their cars, especially the millionaires, because he knows how to do his job. This relationship took years to build, and soon they stopped being not just his customers, but his friends too. So, do you see where you messed up, Paul? You embarrassed your brother in front of his friends yesterday, and you expected them to sit there still and watch you take your vows?
But how can he know such people? You're lying to me.
Come on. How do you think all those millionaires that patronized your business got to learn about you? It was your brother that sent them your way. The same brother you never appreciated.
My God, why didn't you guys say anything?
Why? So you would pretend to be a nice guy? Nah, I'm glad you didn't know and we got to see the real you. But Ryan's reason then was that he didn't want you to feel like you couldn't do anything without his help. Anyway, now that he's out of your life, you're screwed. Wanna bet?
This is not fair. I don't believe you.
Your choice. I have other things to do than try to convince you. Bye.
See, I'm sorry, okay? Can you tell him that for me? I'm sorry. If he can forgive me, I'll be his baby brother again, and I will never humiliate him again. Imelda? Please answer me. Imelda? Imelda, can you answer your phone? Please, can you answer me? I'm drowning here, Imelda. Answer me.
I'll have to block you so I don't get your messages again.
Please, I've been trying to reach my brother.
Your brother? I don't know any brother of yours.
I mean, your husband, Ryan.
Oh, he blocked you across all platforms. I was going to do the same the last time you messaged me, but I guess I forgot. I'll do that now.
Please, Imelda, you have to talk to Ryan for me. I really need his help.
Now, why would he want to help you?
My business is collapsing, Imelda. All his millionaire friends are pulling out. He needs to call them and tell them to stay.
LOL, why would he do that? You made it pretty clear he made a mistake referring you to them.
Please, I was the one who made a mistake. If you don't do this, I'll lose everything. I just got married and I can't afford to lose my source of income now.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to handle yourself. This is the bed you laid, Paul. You'll have to lie in it.
So you're both leaving me?
You kicked us out of your life, remember? I'm just making sure we stay that way. This would be the last time you send me a message. Goodbye, Paul.
Please, Imelda, don't go off yet. Can I at least speak to Ryan? Why are you making me beg? Oh my God, I hate you. Let me just speak to my brother, please. Imelda!
It was easy moving on from this harrowing ordeal, but my husband had it worse. It took him a long time to recover from what Paul did, but he managed to find peace regardless. When Ryan said he disowned Paul, he meant it with every fiber of his being. We are never letting him back into our lives. I'm glad he finally saw his brother for the arrogant and self-centered man that he is.
Hey, hun, I hope work is going well. Is it alright if I ask you something? What do you want? Could you pick up some diapers for Katie on your way home? We should have enough to make it until tomorrow, but I just want to be safe.
Oh, why didn't you buy some earlier?
She's been really fussy today, so I didn't have a chance to go shopping. And now I've got to start getting dinner ready, and I also want to give her a bath. Please?
Shouldn't part of your job as a stay-at-home mother be to try not to bother me? What do you even do all day?
Sorry, but it's tiring doing all of the housework and taking care of Katie all by myself. She's been crying through the night a lot recently.
No, it's tiring working all day to put food on the table. Do you not understand that? Ah, of course. I guess you wouldn't since you can just lounge around the house all day long. And worse, you know that it stresses me out having to deal with people. So where do you get the nerve to try and make me do your shopping?
Why can't you ever say anything supportive? I'm doing my best over here. Why can't you acknowledge that?
If you were doing your best, then you wouldn't be bothering me. Not to mention the house is a pigsty recently. Don't you think you've been slacking off ever since you had the kid?
I have to take care of Katie now. I don't have anywhere near as much time for cleaning as I used to. Can you try and be a little understanding of how hard it is to raise a kid?
Don't make excuses. Who do you think it is that puts food on the table? You don't contribute a penny. But despite that, all you do is complain. I think there's something the matter with you.
You know she's your daughter too, Charles. At least for her sake, do you think you could manage to just buy some diapers?
Not having diapers is your mistake. Me being her father has nothing to do with that.
Whatever, I get it, fine. I've got to go buy them now then. So dinner is going to be a little late.
Excuse me? I expect dinner to be ready for me when I get home.
There's no way. I have to go buy the diapers now, so there's no way to get dinner ready on time.
Fine. I'll just go out after work. You really are a useless woman, you know?
What? Useless woman? Who talks to people that way?
You can't even take care of the kid or keep the house clean, and in spite of that, you just whine. Oh, it's absurd.
You really changed since we got married, you know that? You're the one who asked me to stop working when we got married and I went along with it. But you've been way harder on me ever since. It seems like nothing I do can please you. I know I can't work now that we have Katie, but I never wanted to quit working in the first place.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying I never asked to be a stay-at-home mother or a housewife, and when Katie gets bigger, I want to go back to work. At that time, I expect us to split all of the house responsibilities equally.
What are you even talking about? You just don't want to clean or take care of your kid.
No! But I want you to stop acting like those things are my job just because I'm a woman and I'm not working right now. I want us to both work together to take care of our child and our home.
If that's what you want, maybe you should try and just pull your weight first while you're not working. I go out every day to work and provide for this family. What can you do? You can't even do simple tasks that pay nothing, but you still want to backtalk me?
Hey, Charles, the credit card bill just came in. It says we spent over $1,500 last month. What did you buy?
Nag. I earn the money so I can spend it however I want.
It looks like a lot of it was at women's shops. It kind of looks like you've been buying things for another woman.
And what if I was? Do you have something to say about it?
Are you serious?
I don't see why it's so bad if I fool around with other women. I'm still paying for the house. You're still getting by, aren't you?
I know we're living off your money, but we're really only just getting by every month. If you're going to spend your money on another woman, I wish it would be on your daughter. And why do you need another woman? I'm your wife.
Like I said, you're getting by, aren't you? You have nothing to complain about.
I've had to dip into my savings from when I was single to cover things, but those savings are going to run out soon.
Well, I guess you're going to have to be a bit more careful from here on out. Anyway, going out with other women is a kind of status symbol for a man. And your figure hasn't come back after the birth. Your sex appeal is totally gone. I think that part of your life might be over. So, if you don't want me to be out with other women, maybe you'd better do something about your figure.
You're horrible. What a horrible thing to say. You're the worst.
So what? You got a problem?
I want a divorce. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to take it anymore.
A divorce. Do you think you can take care of Katie with no job and no savings? In these times, you really think any company wants someone like you with no proper work experience?
I don't know, but
Women never think things through all the way. Think about your situation calmly and reevaluate things. And even if we were to divorce, I wouldn't pay any alimony. That's why you're talking about divorce, right? You think you can get money out of me, don't you?
why? You would have to pay. It's the law.
You can't prove I've cheated. You think these messages count as evidence? All I have to say is I was just kidding and they're useless. You got no money to hire a detective or a lawyer. Just stick to taking care of the house.
I am going to divorce you, Charles. I swear to God.
Sure you are. If you want me to take you seriously, talk to me when you're earning more money than I am. I promise I'll listen then.
I'm leaving. I can't live with you anymore. We'll work out the details of the divorce later, so just contact my lawyer.
Huh? What are you on about? Are you drunk or something?
No, I'm dead serious. Katie and I are already packed. I'll leave the key in the mailbox.
You're bluffing.
I told you I'm serious.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm the king of this castle. And I thought I told you I wouldn't even begin to entertain this kind of talk until you make more money than me. Did you hit your head or something?
I do make more money than you, jerk.
Excuse me, woman. What's with the attitude? You better watch how you talk to me, Ashley.
I'll talk to you however I want, you fool. Idiot. You can go straight to hell 3 times and back.
Ashley, you need to chill out. And there's no way a simple housewife is making more money than me. I don't know how lying just to try and get a divorce is supposed to work out for you.
I made $3,500 this month. You made $2,500, right?
How is that possible? You don't even work. How could you be making money? I see. You know that scratch tickets don't count as reliable income, right?
Oh, wow, you're hilarious. I've been working at home while you've been at the office. It cost me a bit of sleep, but I've been watching over Katie and doing all the chores and working on the side. But it's been worth it, saving up for this divorce.
You're kidding, right?
God, you're thick. Why would I need to bother lying to you? After you talked about cheating on me a few months ago, I got busy. It's not like I just suddenly started making $3.5K. I only made $200 the first month, but I kept working and studying and the money started coming in. It's not like it was easy. This money is my blood, sweat, and tears.
That's kind of amazing. I had no idea you had this in you. With this kind of money, we could actually save for retirement and provide Katie with a good education and plenty of extracurriculars.
I told you, I'm using this money on the divorce. I'm not sure what exactly comes after that, but if I continue with this job, I reckon I can provide Katie with a pretty good upbringing. Oh, yeah, and I've had a private detective collecting evidence of your cheating since last month, by the way. So whatever else happens, we're getting that divorce.
Hold on a sec. Divorce isn't that easy, you know? And if we get divorced, Katie's gonna be that kid whose parents are divorced. Plus, with both of us going to the trouble of working, don't you think she'd get a better upbringing if we all lived together?
You want to force me to keep losing sleep taking care of Katie by myself, while also doing all the chores and working on top of it? Taking care of you has been a constant drag on me. I think Katie and I can live a much more relaxed life with just the two of us, and no one there to whine about the housework all the time. We don't really have any need for you.
So what was I to you? Just some ADM? As soon as you're able to make money for yourself, you just want to throw me away?
What? I started making money for myself just to get away from you and to stop being treated like a maid. And besides, who was it exactly who said that you would accept my opinion once I was making more money than you?
Sure, I said that, but I didn't think you could actually earn any money. But I get it now. I acknowledge that you are very capable. So, now that we're finally both coming from the same place, I'll split the housework and childcare.
Pass. We've already left the apartment. The next time I see you will be at the divorce proceedings.
Think long and hard about what you're doing, Ashley. It's unquestionably better for a child to have both parents rather than a single mom. Stop and think about Katie for a second, and then come back home, alright? And have dinner ready by the time I get home from work. Ashley? Please come back. Almost all of our communication has just been through lawyers. Why won't you talk to me face to face? We're not divorced yet, so don't you have an obligation to listen to your husband?
Talking with you puts undue stress on my mental health. On top of that, Katie's still small. I don't have time to talk with you endlessly. I'm just glad I've got a lawyer now who can listen to all of your BS for me.
After you left, I realized how much I depended on you. The place is a mess without you here. I have no idea what I should wear to work. I forget to take stuff to the dry cleaners and I have no time to do laundry.
Sounds like a personal problem. Just because you're finally realizing this now doesn't mean I want to hear you talk about it.
Hey, where are you living now? There's no way you went all the way back to your parents' place, right?
Doesn't matter where I am. Hurry up and sign the divorce papers. If you don't, the divorce will go to mediation.
Mediation? That's like where we talk and work something out, right?
Hopefully. I know you don't want the divorce, but I do. No matter how long we continue like this, things won't move forward.
No, I don't want the divorce.
Despite all the awful things you said to me, and despite the fact that you cheated on me, who do you think it is that brought us to this point? Looking down on me, making fun of me, and being completely selfish? That was you. It's your fault we're here.
That's just how things always were in the old days. I just wanted to be a man's man, like how I was brought up.
What year is it right now? What world are you living in? And besides, you were a perfect gentleman before we were married. You really just wanted a maid with nowhere else to go who would follow your every whim. Am I right? You heel-turned the second I quit my job.
That wasn't my intention.
Oh, so what was your intention then? Oh, ever since you left, I can't even find my socks. I can't even go to the dry cleaners. I can't even wake up in the morning. You're too funny.
Ashley, I'm really having trouble. I can't even concentrate on my work like this. I can't live by myself.
Somehow I'm managing to take care of my housework, raise our child, and go to work just fine. Although I have to admit it's much easier now that I don't have to take care of you as well. You can't even look after yourself.
Before we got married, my mom did most of this stuff for me.
Sounds like your mother spoiled you. But that's great, isn't it? After we get divorced, you can just go live with your parents again and Mommy can take care of you.
My parents are telling me to go back home, actually, but everything is not exactly peaches and cream over there.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
She's already back home, but she still has to recuperate and can't walk, so she's asking me to help out with the housework over there, too.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck with that.
I can't do it. Please help me.
I'm going to refuse on the grounds of not wanting anything to do with you anymore. This is your mother who took care of you all those years. Be a good son and take care of her for once.
But I can't even take care of my own stuff. There's no way I can take care of her also.
So hire a caretaker.
But a caretaker isn't there all the time, and they cost money. I can't afford to hire one on my salary. Plus, Mom doesn't really want a stranger in the house.
Well, sounds like you've got your work cut out for you then, huh? It's always but this and but that with you. You're not a child. Grow up and get with the program.
But I really can't do it.
You hurt me, neglected your child, and cheated on me. And after that, you want me to take care of your mother. There's no way. Are you out of your mind?
Up until now, you did what I asked you, didn't you?
Back then, I was trying to help you as your wife. Now I'm just trying to get away from you as fast as possible.
I was wrong, okay? Just give me one more chance to fix things, please. I apologize for all the things I said about women and for belittling housewives.
What do you mean by fix things? What can you even do?
I can work and provide money.
As hard as it was back then, I guess I'm thankful that you provided enough money for us to barely stay alive. But now that I can provide for myself, I don't need you.
Ashley, I can't get divorced. Please don't just throw me away.
What was it you said? You can't even take care of the kid or the housework properly, so you have no room to complain or something like that? See, I remember the things you say to me. Now, not only do you make less money than I do, but you can't even take care of your kid or your housework. You're finished. Talk to me when you can do anything better than I can. I promise I'll listen then. After that, I went into divorce mediation with my ex-husband, and although it took some time, the divorce was finalized. Well, actually, my ex-husband stopped coming to the family court about halfway through the proceedings, so we didn't see each other at all in the end. He said the reason was that the court was too much of a pain, what with work and him taking care of his mother. As a result, alimony and child support all ended up being decided in my favor. The funny thing is that in that sense, I guess I'm pretty glad that my husband was a total good-for-nothing right up until the very end. What's more, it turned out the girl that he'd been cheating on me with worked under him at his company. When I served her with a civil suit for emotional damages, she got so angry and flustered that the two of them got into a big argument at work, and news about their affair got around the office. Apparently, she ended up quitting the company out of embarrassment, and my husband ended up paying his child support. I guess the workplace got very awkward around then, but he sucked it up and continued working. The other day, an acquaintance told me she happened to see him. She said he looks like an old man now, weighed down by work, housework, and taking care of his mom. For someone who belittled women as much as he did, to be so troubled now that a woman in his life has left him really makes me laugh. I hope he really gets a taste of what it's like to work and take care of a house at the same time, while also taking care of someone else. As for me, I moved back in with my parents. They're helping me take care of Katie, and we're managing to bring her up. I put all of the alimony into a fund for her future. There are plenty of difficulties in having a single-mother household, but I'm grateful for her current circumstances. I want to spend each day from now on building a life where Katie can be happy.